On one ridge stood the armies of Israel, weary and disheartened. On the other, the Philistines waited, their banners snapping in the wind. Between them stretched the Valley of Elah, dry, vast, and ominous, as if holding its breath for the fate of nations. From the Philistine line, a shadow moved. A giant stepped forward, towering nearly 10 feet tall, armored head to toe, bronze glinting under the sun. His spear was like a weaver's beam, the iron tip alone weighing more than a soldier's sword. This was Goliath of Gath, champion of the Philistines. Every morning and every evening, for 40 days, he mocked Israel. His voice thundered across the valley. "Why do you line up for battle? Am I not a Philistine, and are you not servants of Saul? Choose a man to come down to me. If he is able to fight and kill me, we will become your subjects. But if I overcome him and kill him, you will serve us." The Israelites trembled. Even King Saul, once brave and tall among men, could not muster courage to face the giant. From the battlefield, in the quiet hills of Bethlehem, a young shepherd named David tended his father's sheep. He was the youngest son of Jesse, a boy with bright eyes and a heart tuned to the songs of God. One morning Jesse called David, "Take this roasted grain and bread to your brothers at the front. See how they are, and bring back news." David obeyed eagerly. Leaving the sheep with a caretaker, he journeyed to the valley where Israel faced the Philistines. He arrived just as the army marched out with shouts of battle. But their cries faltered when Goliath appeared. David watched, astonished. The giant mocked God's people, and none dared to step forward. He turned to the soldiers near him. "What will be done for the man who kills this Philistine and removes this disgrace from Israel? Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God?" His brothers grew angry. "Why have you come down here? With whom did you leave those few sheep? You're only here to watch the battle." But David's words spread quickly until they reached the king himself. David was brought before Saul. The king looked at the youth, unarmored, untested, with only a shepherd's staff in his hand. David bowed and spoke firmly. "Let no one lose heart because of this Philistine. Your servant will go and fight him." Saul shook his head. "You are only a boy, and he has been a warrior from his youth." But David answered, "Your servant has been keeping his father's sheep. When a lion or bear came and carried off a sheep, I went after it, struck it, and rescued the sheep from its mouth. When it turned on me, I seized it by the hair, struck it, and killed it. The Lord who rescued me from the palm of the lion and the bear will rescue me from the hand of this Philistine." Saul saw the fire in David's eyes, and though fear still bound his heart, he nodded. "Go, and the Lord be with you." The king tried to clothe David in his own armor, but it was too heavy, too burdensome. David removed it, saying, "I cannot go in these. I am not used to them." Instead, he took his staff, his sling, and stooped by a stream to choose 5 smooth stones. With them in his pouch, he walked toward the valley. Goliath advanced, his armor-bearer before him. When he saw David, young, ruddy, and without armor, he sneered in contempt. "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" He cursed David by his gods. "Come here, and I'll give your flesh to the birds and wild animals." David did not flinch. He called out, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands, and I will strike you down and cut off your head. The whole world will know that there is a God in Israel. All those gathered here will know that it is not by sword or spear that the Lord saves. For the battle is the Lord's, and he will give all of you into our hands." The giant roared and moved closer. David ran quickly toward him, hand reaching into his pouch. He placed a stone in his sling, swung it round and let it fly. The stone whistled through the air, striking the giant on the forehead. The impact sank deep, and Goliath's eyes widened in shock. With a thunderous crash, the mighty Philistine fell face down on the ground. The valley erupted. For a heartbeat, silence reigned. Then shouts of triumph from Israel filled the air. That day a shepherd boy defeated a warrior who terrified nations. Not by strength, not by weapons, but by faith in the living God. Israel learned, and the world would forever remember, that victory does not belong to the mighty, nor the proud, nor those who trust in their own power. Victory belongs to the Lord. And through David, God showed that even the smallest and weakest, when filled with faith, can bring down giants. The story of David and Goliath isn't just about a battle long ago. It's about your battles too. The giants of fear, doubt, and hardship may stand tall before you. But like David, you can face them not in your own strength, but in the strength of God. For the battle is not yours, it is the Lord's. What an incredible reminder that God's strength is greater than any giant we face. Just as David trusted the Lord and saw victory, we too can find courage when we put our faith in Him. If this story encouraged you, we'd love to hear your thoughts. What stood out to you most about David's faith? Let us know in the comments below. Your insights and reflections can inspire others who watch this story too. And if you enjoyed this video, please take a moment to give it a thumbs up. It really helps more people discover these powerful Bible stories. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new story of faith, hope, and God's amazing power. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, with God, no giant is too big. We'll see you in the next story.